జాతీయవాద జర్నలిజానికి అసలైన వేదిక నేషనలిస్ట్ హబ్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం బెల్ ఐకాన్ పై క్లిక్ చేయండి.
Any government should have its own scheme. There are a couple of other states which said we don't want PM Fasal Bima Yojana. They had their own schemes. They had their own schemes.
Even Gujarat had come up with a scheme which expanded coverage and gave more benefits.
Gujarat said we don't want the PM Fasal Bima Yojana.
We'll have a better one.
What could have prompted the BRS government? Let us set aside the fact that it's a Prime Minister's program, BJP, so we don't want BJP, we don't want to share credit.
Exactly, but they could have implemented their own. But they could have implemented their own.
They could have implemented their own.
Why not?
It is inexplicable to me. So
it's not actually, Balu, I don't think it's as inexplicable. Selling insurance, right, is a tough job. Because people, unless they are in trouble, think of health insurance, life insurance as well, right? Life insurance are life saviors actually. I mean, the guys who ask you to, but people run away. I mean, they shut their doors, right? Because they don't see the utility immediately. Think of a government which spends, let us say, 5,000 rupees per farmer on insurance. And when there is a crisis, only a certain share of these farmers are going to benefit from it. And only when there is a crisis. Right? But instead, let us say I give this 5,000 rupees directly to farmers. How many more votes am I going to get? So the benefits from a crop insurance or medical insurance or health insurance or life insurance are humongous because it is insurance after all, right? But the thing is, it does not appear to be as direct a benefit that you can give to the voters, farmers today and any other voter tomorrow, right? As direct a benefit that you can give a voter today. I mean, instead of giving 5,000 for insurance, you pay 2,000 rupees for the voter. Through one or the other scheme, that would appear like you are giving money into the hands and you are giving it to a lot more people. See, in insurance, only those who face the crisis, they get the money, right? You don't see a lot of beneficiaries. That I think is usually
it is fundamentally flawed.
It is. It is.
Because government is a custodian.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't matter whether I'm in power or you're in power or somebody else is in power. Government is a custodian.
Yes.
So, don't you think it's time for governments to rise above these kind of, at least now, I mean, we are 75 years old, for heaven's sake.
If you ask me that, let's say, I mean, isn't it time to rise above all these things? Shouldn't the governments be focusing on development? Shouldn't the governments be focusing on sustainability? Shouldn't the governments be focusing on insurance schemes like this, right? Where it's not a huge burden in one particular year on the government. At the same time, it saves lives and gets tons of people out of a crisis, right? These are all sensible things. But today, if you look around, right? I mean, the BRS itself had made tons of promises, like 10 lakhs to every Dalit. Right, and the Dalita Bandhu, and many other schemes like that. But it was unable to implement those. Knowing very well that the coffers are empty and it cannot do any better, the Congress had gone forward with taking the same schemes and adding a few more thousand rupees on top of it. Look at the Raitu Bharosa scheme. The BRS said 10,000 rupees per farmer per acre. The Congress said we'll give 15,000. Competitive populism, right? And the voters can directly see. If you say, I will pay the insurance company, you are not paying me directly. You will pay the insurance company. But of course, when I see a crisis, last 10 years, we had abundance of water, right? But actually, there were a couple of crises. There was flooding. There was flooding and then hailstorms and all of that stuff. Even the High Court had scolded the Telangana government, saying there should be a crop insurance. First of all, compensate these farmers because there is no crop insurance. They had to go all the way to the High Court. Even then, the compensation was tardy and then it was not sufficient and all of that stuff. And it was not implemented wholeheartedly. Many were skipped and all of that. Now you are facing the same thing. But the same money, the BRS would actually like to give it out as a handout to the beneficiaries rather than actually making it sustainable, making agriculture sustainable. It's not only about agriculture, it's about everything.